And actually, something happens at this point. Two people come barreling at the toward the bar from down the street in a truck. As you guys hear the sound and you all look, yeah, you notice the guy from the Hollow video popping up through the sunroof. He's got a disruption rifle and is firing at you. And there's someone else who is hanging out of the passenger side door, also firing her rifle. And there is a third person who is hanging from the truck's front grille. He's clearly about to lose his grip to be horribly crushed under the truck's thundering tires.
They're firing at us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I yell, take cover. I start flipping tables and telling everyone to get down.
Do the weapons, are they human made? Like, are they any particular design?
Right now is not really the time to find that answer to that question.
Fire back.
Yeah.
You are being shot at.
Fire. Okay, after I'm trying to get everyone down, flip tables, take cover. We're gonna return fire.
Yeah. How does this work? Is there an initiative?
I am getting there. Yay first.
There's not really initiative. They instigated.
Right.
Okay, give me just a moment.
So.
I don't remember the page that the combat is on, so I'm gonna be flipping to that real quick.
All right. It says the aggressor is the first character to move against the other, and only when the status of aggressor and defender are unclear.
What page is that on?
Pool numbers. That is page 72.
72. Okay. Excellent. Yes, so they are going to shoot at you, and then you are going to shoot back. So, who has a athletics rating of 8 or more?
Yo.
I do.
Okay. Leslie, you are currently muted.
Sorry. I do. I have already spent 2 of those points.
Okay, it doesn't matter if you spent them or not. It's just that your pool is 8 or above.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys have hit thresholds of 4. The others have hit thresholds of 3.
Okay.
I have 5 from +1 being a talk and another +1 having a deflector.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 4 because of a deflector.
Excellent. Wonderful.
I have no deflector. I am only 3.
Okay, so let's see who's going to be shot at first. Actually, I'm going to use a D10. Akko is 1-2, Ire is 3-4, Alistair is 5-6, Vovid is 7-8, and Lazoline is 9-10. 2. So
Makes sense. I'm the easiest to hit.
well, no, 2 would be Akko.
Yeah.
Luckily, they only got 3. That would have been from the person hanging out the passenger side. And the guy popping out from the roof got a 5, so that would be Alistair. And what does he roll? He rolls a 7.
Wow.
Okay, and then he will do 3 points of damage.
So what happens if you go to negative again? 'Cause I don't remember. 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 '
Depends on negative how many.
You're injured.
Negative
and then
1.
More severely injured.
You
and
are
then dead.
damaged.
Okay,
Among
cool.
the important thing right now is it makes everyone 1 point harder to hit.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so what is everyone gonna do?
Dude, what a time to be caught without disruption grenades. Am I right?
A little bit.
Doesn't a preparedness 6 get mean one packed a disruption grenade? Isn't that in the book?
I believe so. Does someone want to make a preparedness roll?
I would.
I would rather shoot the guy because I want to make sure I get Pharaoh Tracker on him. But if someone else wants to blow him up, then
I will happily do that because I don't honestly have much chance.
Okay, so you're gonna roll preparedness. Are you gonna spend any points in it?
I will. I'm gonna spend. Let's see. Where is it? I'm gonna spend 2 actually.
Okay.
So total is 6. Nice. Nice.
Okay.
you remembered your grenade when you phone, keys, wallet, grenade.
Yay. So that's what I'm gonna do, is try and toss it in such a fashion that it's gonna land
So that would be an
in front of,
athletics.
so they drive over it. Yes.
Okay, so
And I want to help. Anyway.
keep in mind that this grenade is non-lethal.
Would it be able to disrupt their vehicle in any fashion?
It'd more,
Is the main
it'd
thing I'm
more
trying
be
to-
to disrupt them.
Okay. Still good because it can hit multiple people. Right?
Yes. Keep in
Okay.
mind, however, the guy who's hanging off the front might also be affected by the grenade. And if you knock him out...
Ooh. I'm going to hold off on that for now.
Well, they are very clearly trying to kill
I don't know
him.
if we can do much for him.
Yeah, you can run and try and
I
jump
don't-
onto the truck to help him.
Sounds dangerous. Let's do it.
I'm sorry, the guy
Yeah.
hanging out of the passenger's side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. He's not with the shooters.
So
The guy on the grill.
the guy on the
guy on
grill
the grill
is
not with them.
the woman hanging out of the passenger side of her best friend's ride is shooting at you.
I'm gonna run. Okay.
So you're gonna try and rescue the guy on the front.
I'm gonna yell to. I'm gonna yell to my friend. Get names. Boved, cover me.
Okay, so Alistair, are you trying to jump on the front of the truck?
Yeah, I want a little bit of cover fire so that they don't return, and I yes.
So that's going to be an athletics test. How many points are you going to spend?
I have 8. I'm gonna spend half of them.
4? Okay.
Yes.
Because keep in mind, you are attempting to jump onto the front of a speeding truck.
Am I doing a concurrent shooting test right now to see how distracted I can?
That's not going to be a thing. We will get to you shooting at them in a minute, though. Let's see if Alistair succeeds or fails first.
Am I rolling?
Yes. What'd you roll?
It's a 6.
Excellent.
This is the no. Oh, that's a 1.
Oh, so you rolled a 1.
Okay. 5.
Okay. Yeah, you missed the truck.
Didn't land under it, did I?
You did not.
Okay.
However, the guy loses his grip. He doesn't quite fall under, but like his legs are now under the front of the truck. He's
Not good.
yeah. Vovid, who are you shooting at? Sunroof or passenger side?
I'm assuming that sunroof is streets, so I am going to fire at him with my Ferro Tracker pistol.
Okay.
Let us spend. What's the distance?
Not super far.
Let's spend 2 points and shoot him.
Okay.
There's a 3, so 5.
5. That will hit. Does your Ferro Tracker do any damage?
It's a regular pistol shot, but now
Okay.
I have the person's genetic signature that I am now tracking them at all times.
Okay. So roll d6 plus 1.
Uh, 2 plus 1. So.
3. Okay.
And
And I assume you're going for non-lethal.
yep, I can choose otherwise, but I am going for non-lethal.
Okay. Ire, what are you doing? Because we
I
found out
also
what
will
you
try and-
we figured out what you weren't doing. So
Yes. I will attempt to not let this guy fall under the car, but like
Okay.
I probably won't succeed.
so an athletics
It'll
check.
be okay.
How many points are you gonna spend?
I'm actually gonna spend 3 because that
3?
seems like a safe bet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Then that puts me at 6 total.
Yeah, you're able to grab him and throw him clear.
Nice.
Yeah.
No dead guy. Yeah.
Now, basically, now that he's fallen off the hood, you're able to just kind of run from the side and then do that thing where you slide
stay your
across the
meshing.
hood and you grab him on
Okay.
your way through and throw him as you fly off the other side.
This is kind of cool, actually.
I say I want to be like you when I grow up.
Akko.
Ire hits the ground. She's just gonna be like, yeah.
Akko, what are you doing?
Trying to decide between two things. One of them is terrible, and one of them is actually somewhat useful in this situation.
Sure.
Terrible option first.
Okay, I have the terrible question. Terrible option requires a question. So our headsets, can those like send like messages to each other, like private messages to each other?
Sure.
Okay. First thing, she just like sends a message to Ira, just says, "Nice." And then the second thing is she pulls out her disruption pistol and just like, this is not gonna go well, but it's gonna try to like shoot which one shot her?
The first one that would have been passenger.
Gonna try to hit the passenger with a non-lethal pistol.
Okay.
And gonna spend 3 points
Okay.
on that. So I get +2 to this. And
So if you're spending 3 points, you get 3 to your thing. Oh, right. You're injured. So it's
Yeah,
it's
so-
not that you take one away. It's that the difficulty is 1 harder.
okay, so then I got a 8.
Okay. Roll d6 plus 1.
Oh. That'd be a 5 then.
Okay. And then Lazoline, you are last.
Okay, so everyone else is doing really exciting acrobatics, and I want to join in, but I have one question.
Sure.
Can I do 2 rolls in 1 action?
What are you trying to do?
So I want to use my athletics to jump onto the car and then scuffling to disarm one of the people shooting. Basically jump up against one of the windows pull a gun out of someone's hands and then tumble away.
So the one that you're going to be able to possibly do that and tumble away for is the passenger.
Okay. So, but that is a doable thing.
Yeah. So make an athletics check first. How many points are you going to spend?
Am I going to be making 2 different athletics checks? One to get on and one to get off, or is
No.
it one for the entire one?
Just
okay.
one.
Okay, then I'm going to spend 3 points.
Okay.
And this guy. 6.
Okay. And then, yeah, make a scuffling check. How many points are you going to spend?
2.
Okay, and she's going to oppose you. Okay.
5.
That is actually enough. You pull her disruption rifle out of her hand.
Nice.
And now it is their turn. She is not able to do anything. The truck is about to hit the bar. It'll hit the bar. Basically, you guys have one more round before it hits the bar.
Okay.
Streets is going to fire at Vovid.
So we have confirmed that this is Streets.
Well, I'm letting you know, but no, you haven't confirmed that. 5, so that's going to hit Vovid.
That is my hit threshold.
And he's going to do 7 points of damage.
I will activate my. I will go to -1 and activate my regenerator implant.
Okay. And the other passenger, the passenger isn't really not really able to do anything. So, Ire, let's start with you. What do you want to do?
Okay, so I'm going to try and fire on Streets or whoever still has a gun.
Okay. Yep.
Unless I can in fact try to yeet myself through the window to pull on the wheel of the vehicle so it doesn't crash into the bar.
So, here's what you're able to see. His foot is actually duct taped to the steering wheel.
Ooh. I thought this was another act of our, if it wasn't actually malicious, I thought this was another act of our crazy prodigal hacker, but no, it is an act of duct tape. It's the best hack of all.
That's
So-
a way to do that.
With him still conscious, it would not be very easy for you to wrestle control of the wheel.
Okay, shooting him then.
Unless you want to let someone else fire first.
Question.
That's fair. Yes.
Can our disruptors do anything to the tires or other locomotive forces of?
As in, like, the axle or the engine block?
Yeah, or just
Yeah.
do anything, because you mentioned that Ire's disruption grenades wouldn't do much to the actual vehicle.
Yeah, you can definitely try shooting him.
That's a thing to consider.
That's fair.
So the big thing with the disruptor grenade, and I wasn't super clear, it would be hard, but it's not as hard anymore since the guy that you didn't
Pretty
want
much
to
right on
fall
top of
unconscious is no longer on top of the car or on top of the truck.
Okay.
Fair.
So grenade goes in window. Got it.
I mean, or it can go under truck against either the under
I
either
know,
the
I know.
axle or the engine.
Axle, so I can cause it to spin or flip.
Okay.
Something cool.
So that's going to be an athletics check. How many points do you want to spend?
I only have one left, so that is
Okay.
what I will spend.
Okay.
And I rolled a 5, so 6 total.
Yeah. the truck begins to grind to a halt.
Yay!
It will. The bar is now safe from everyone except the guy with the disruptor rifle.
Cool. Everyone keep shooting.
Vovid.
So, first thing or it's not the start of a round, but if my understanding of Berserker is correct, I just gained 17 points to my scuffling pool
Okay.
because I was hurt, bloodied, and took more than 4 damage.
Sure.
So the truck is stopped, and he's still going from the sunroof.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a running jump to the roof and
Yeah.
spend 17 points to punch him in the face.
You don't need to spend 17 points.
Okay.
What does your regenerator do?
I activate it when I take any amount of damage at the start of each combat round for the rest of the interval. I regain 2 points until I'm at the health total I was at when I activated it,
Okay.
which was 6 because of the grenade damage, or because
Okay.
of more damage.
Sure.
I
So you're now at 1.
-1 to +1.
So make your athletics check first.
Okie doke. I don't want to fail. There's no way I can fail the punching because I have 17 points. Stupid. So I'm gonna spend 3 more athletics points to not fail the getting on top of the truck.
Okay.
I roll a 5, so
Yeah.
more than succeed that. That was unnecessary.
Basically, you kind of go around to behind the truck and like run up the back of it.
I would have been very sad if I failed this, because how else would I use all of the points I got from Berserker? So I'm gonna use all of
the rage.
and dump it right on this guy's stupid face.
Okay, roll your damage.
Which, geez. So every new threshold with Berserker is an additional scuffling, +1 scuffling damage, in addition to the +1 I already get from having big meaty armadillo claws. So I believe I'm doing +3 damage, and I rolled a 4.
Okay. Yeah, so you basically run up the back and knee him in the back of the head.
Mhm.
Like you don't even have to punch him. Your knee goes into the
did.
back of his head, and he
Yeah.
flies forward and smashes against the top of the truck, and he's out.
Wonderful.
We are very cool.
Yeah,
For now.
and all those hollow recorders that are out are showing how cool you are.
Ooh, does that mean we get reputation among cool people? People who enjoy big displays of punchy, shooty spectacle? We'll see. You'll let us know next episode
Yeah.
if it went viral.
So,
Make sure to like and subscribe, by the way.
Alistair, what would you like to do?
Having seen the car dismantled, yes.
Yeah, and now the passenger is scrambling to grab the other disruption rifle.
All right.
Oh,
During this, I'm going to. The person that fell off of the car, I just want to make sure they're okay. I'm going
They
to pull
seem
out
to be fine.
my disruption rifle. And right before I fire, I'm going to turn to one of the hollow cameras and I'm going to say, kids, this is why you buckle your seatbelts. And I'm going to fire.
We got one-liners.
Okay.
And I
how
would
many
like to
points
use
would
my
you like to
public
spend?
relations for that. No. But yeah, I'm gonna fire at Mr. Man, getting his pistol non-lethal.
Okay, so Miss getting her friend's disruption rifle.
Remember, kids, wear your seatbelt or this will happen to you. Pat.
How many points are you going to spend?
And which check is this?
This would be shooting.
Okay.
Rude
I'll
D2
go
is ready
half.
shooting.
I'll do 2.
Okay. So
Me's-
roll your d6 plus 2.
I'm using a different dice, and I'm not going to roll on the table. Total of 6. 4
Okay.
plus 2 is 6.
Roll d6 plus 1. See how much damage you do.
Ooh! 7.
Yeah, she's nulled.
Okay. Did that make up for me messing up on the whole last thing? Falling off the
Maybe.
car, getting dirty? Oh.
Nobody saw that or was recording it.
No, totally not.
Okay.
It
And then
is
I want to,
forgotten.
if I'm able to, I want to check on the person who fell off and whatever. Make sure they're fine.
He didn't really fall off so much as Ire threw him away.
Like garbage.
And just to be clear, this is a
This one
person.
empty. Yeet.
This is a person whom we're trying to ensure their safety.
They weren't
It looks
holding
like
a
it.
weapon. They seemed like they were part of this drive-by, but woefully unequipped and about to get run over as a part of their own drive-by.
That's what it sounded like.
So, the person you find is named Trav Stewart. And yes, that is
How do
their
we know that?
that is his whole name. He tells you. He explains that he was just kind of walking by and essentially got hit by the truck.
Too bad we don't have our medic.
So,
You'll be alright. You just need a drink.
I want to run in and ask Tom if there's a medic around here.
Tom says, yeah, he'll get it taken care of. Don't you worry your little head about it.
Cool.
Does Arco or Laslina or anyone who got damaged wanna? Can we get in on that?
There really isn't, no. You guys aren't, you guys are outsiders. You're not.
So,
Our
Can
medical
we
insurance
pull-
card doesn't work.
Exactly.
I assume a like yoga-ish looking pose as I visibly regenerate.
Aqua 100% is like, why did I not do that earlier? I really should have done that. My life today's been a bad day. I wish I'd done that earlier.
Ire comes back, cut patch, and it's like, say,
Okay, so,
so can we pull what's his face out of the vehicle now?
yeah, you can pull them both out. And if you have any espressors, you can wake them up.
I have an espresso.
Excellent.
Let's restrain him first.
You can definitely restrain. So, who are you going to wake up first? Male or female?
The driver.
Okay. So, Tom does let you know that that is Derek Streets. And the woman with him is Cordo. I don't remember her first name at the moment. Berta Corbo. So, Streets, as soon as he wakes up, his head just kind of flails, eyes wide as can be, and he goes, "Bravery! Blood! Always remember the martial glory!"
Okay, buddy. Calm down. What are you doing?
With proud dawn-smashing fists, he saved Ares 3.
So, would it be safe to say that scanning his cortex would show the same stuff as the others that were all hyped up?
Is this a poem? Would linguistics help here?
Linguistics would not help.
Found an awful lot, a little bit delusional, or on a whole lot of adrenaline or other drugs.
Stand up against the treacherous Dura. Stand tall against the inaudible gibberish Mohillar.
Oilar.
Wait, what did he say? What? What was that?
Inaudible gibberish.
Inaudible gibberish.
Can I take my what is it? I'm sorry. I have something that shocks people. It doesn't hurt them, but it just wakes them up a little bit.
Yeah, what would you guys like to do? He's got a headset, as almost everyone does.
And that should still have the data on it.
It should.
Let's do this properly. Let's pat him down, relieve him of any and all weapons, and I assume we have handcuffs.
Yeah.
I saw in the book that there's like you can pay money for WaywornWyrm neutralizing cuffs, but I don't think that's necessary here. And I didn't spend the points on it anyway.
That was weird. What just happened?
It kicked you out and then back in, which now means that I have to switch some people around.
I'm Simon now. Hello.
Love your work.
We're all
Who am I?
That's unfortunate.
but yeah. So I do a proper pat down and book him.
Okay.
Does he have any gear, gadgets, anomalies on him?
A headset, a tether, and a Rosetta chip. So basically
Alright.
a headset, a communicator, and a universal translator.
Generic translator.
Rosetta chips are for people with no linguistic skills.
Yeah, Simon?
May I walk into the bar and I want to yell to Tom? I say, "Hey, what do you do with people who try to drive a truck into your bar?"
Well, that's never happened before.
First time for everything.
You said that everyone around here likes this scrub.
Yeah, pretty much.
No history of.
Going crazy? No.
Has anything like this happened to anyone before?
No.
I think it has. It sounds an awful lot like the information we found about what happened to the scientists.
Oh, Vovid. As your adrenaline cools down, you realize you saw something weird in the back of the truck as you kind of vaulted over the back of it, but you're not sure what it was.
I don't assume I don't walk into the bar. Let me first pat down the woman before looking at the truck.
Okay. She's got similar.
All right. I'll make sure they're both properly cuffed and tied to the fender of the truck, and then look in the back.
Okay. So what you find is that there's an unexploded orbit-to-surface torpedo jutting through a chunk of a metal sign. What was that, Lazaline?
That seems dangerous.
The sign says HUD, HUDD, space MUSEU. and then just kind of cuts off after the U. And also before the H.
MESEU.
U. Yep.
Museum, like
So something museum.
Bud.
It cuts off before the H.
Yep.
And it's a surface to air missile.
Orbit to surface torpedo.
Orbit to surface, not the other way around.
Correct.
So they had it here on the surface.
Yes.
So it fell down, hit something, didn't explode.
By the way, if anyone wants to use History Combine on the name HUD, that's Brian HUD. He's from Ares 3 originally. He is the guy who fought the Mohillar above Ares 3 back in the Utopian era. The previous show of Ashen Stars was focused on Brian HUD. It focused on Captain HUD. He eventually became Admiral HUD.
So what just happened was essentially like, you know, the crew of Next Gen coming across a partial sign that said the Kirk Museum.
Pretty much.
Okay. Is that unexploded ordnance in need of being looked at?
Probably. Yeah.
Can I determine its payload? Like, how bad it would be if this went off?
Yeah. The scavenger settlement would be gone. And
Okay.
as you're doing that, a timer starts. It's a countdown timer.
Hooray!
Oh boy!
It's at 30 seconds.
Oh!
Can I
Okay.
disarm this thing?
So,
Yeah.
who can disarm and who can evacuate?
There's not time
I
to
can
evacuate.
disarm.
The truck's
I
disabled.
can disarm.
Yes.
We already,
Disarm.
Yes.
yeah, we already flipped the tables for the drive-by, so everybody duck.
And let the two weird people.
So, which one of you is actually going to make the test, and what are you going to use?
I'm gonna make the test. Explosives.
Explosive devices can work, yeah. Are you going to spend any points?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend all 2 of them.
Okay.
5 total.
5 total. Yeah, with 2 seconds left, you managed to defuse the torpedo.
Woof.
And then about 5 seconds later, it finishes counting down. But since you've already cut the circuit, it sends the signal that goes nowhere.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
Nothing to be alarmed here. Nothing happening. Nothing to see here.
The bomb is perfectly safe.
I want to turn to one of the people filming on a holovid and say, happens all the time.
Oh, they're not paying attention anymore.
Really?
What?
Good. Hey, we didn't make a big deal about finding this thing.
So, Vovid, since you've been doing some pretty in-depth looking at the people, you notice that there are scorch marks where their headsets meet their temples, as if they were somehow delivered painful electrical shocks or powerful electrical shocks.
I'm gonna walk back in the bar and say to Tom, "Pardon me, friend. Does your headset bother you?
No?
You never..." I'm gonna gesture at no feelings of short circuiting. They're all were the
I mean,
Were
they're old,
were
but
these sets were they also sold to you by the Logos?
no, we've had them since before they came around.
Uh,
By the way,
Okay.
those scorch marks look new.
can I spend point and bullshit detector?
You don't have to. He's being honest.
Strange. I'm gonna ask one other random person. What about you? No, you
Nope.
headset perfectly functional?
Yeah. Works like normal.
Can we be clear? The headsets that were maybe malfunctioning, were those internal or external?
External.
Okay, so now I have a question.
Sure.
Did the people who just tried this drive-by and are apparently out off the rock?
Well, you don't know about the other one. You haven't woken up the woman yet.
That's fair. But are they wearing those radiation meters too?
Yeah?
Are they giving off any signals
No?
at all? Okay. That's
Can we,
good.
can we take the radiation meter off of Derek?
I mean, you can.
I do.
Okay.
Is he still belligerent?
Yes. And now Tom is giving you a dirty look.
Or
You just stole from a crazy guy.
Oh, I didn't steal. I just took it off. My intention is to see if it's interfering with anything going on.
No.
And I put it right back on, and I smile at Tom.
I have a question.
Sure.
Does the truck have any kind of what's the word I'm thinking of? Like a travel log, like a directory of places it's been, or like the GPS track. Like,
black box.
But the headset might have it.
okay, we should get that information from the headset.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna,
With some data retrieval, you do recover the coordinates of the museum.
Mhm.
I'm gonna turn back to Tom and go to cop talk. Say, Tom, I will be frank with you. My most concerning thing about this planet is a string of very strange tech anomalies between our ship nearly falling out of orbit to these strange, is there a mirror? Like, I'm sure there's a mirror in the bathroom.
I'm sure there is.
To scorch marks on your temple. If you go to your mirror, you will see them. And I'm surprised that you did not feel any sort of pain.
He doesn't have them.
He doesn't have them.
Oh, Tom doesn't.
No. Derek does, and Corda
Point.
does.
Oh, I misunderstood you. I thought you were saying that a lot of folks had them.
No. Just Derek and Corda.
Oh, all right. I misunderstood.
Wait, wake up, Berta.
I still
Yeah.
want to find the person who hacked the shit because he almost made my guns fire.
Oh,
Nope,
yeah.
makes my guns fire 7-8.
They need your consent to make your guns fire.
Yes.
Right.
So Corda
Strained.
wakes up and just kind of it looks kind of groggy. He's like, what? Why am I here?
Where were you before?
We're approaching a destination to the northeast of the settlement. Derek told me he'd taken some unexplained atmospheric readings after an Ashen Stars manifestation a few days back. Said it might lead us to an interesting scrubber technology or something. I don't know. He wasn't too clear on the details. Why don't you ask him?
Because he's screaming like a lunatic. He drove a truck. He tried to crash it into the bar.
She kind of looks around and goes, "Wait a second. It ain't morning no more?"
It surely isn't.
What day do you think it is?
She says the date, and it's the right date.
So something happened this morning.
What time of day is it?
Well, obviously, it's early afternoon, but last I knew it was just like a couple hours after sunrise. There's a...
Headed northeast.
Which is where the coordinates are in relation to you.
Okay.
I'd like to ask Tom if he can keep an eye on streets and take care of Berta, make sure she gets medical attention. But we need to go there right away. And would this happen to be some like HUD museum?
I have the coordinates.
Let's roll.
So, does anyone want to possibly do a bioscan or anything on the people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, all the people.
So yeah, their brain damage patterns match the Ev Base's crew.
Cool. I wasn't off the track. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hooray. So there's a good chance he's not coming back from this.
Well, I mean, Berta did.
That's fair. Okay.
Do we want to do anything else?
Well, make sure that the folks at the bar aren't going to do anything too terrible to these people as we leave. Maybe explain to them that there's some kind of...
They'll be fine.
Okay.
Should we tell them to take their headsets off as a precaution?
Ooh, good call.
I'm gonna do
So, what about you guys? Are you gonna take your
Mm.
headsets off?
I can't.
You can't. No.
That's a good.
Yeah.
It's a good precaution.
You can power
For
down
now.
your headset.
I'll
Well,
do that.
If it's the same person that fucked up with the ship, it was able to turn stuff on that you didn't even realize had that capacity.
So yeah, if you turn off your internal headset, it does remain in standby mode, so you can turn it back on.
Exactly. So, and we don't know what this person is capable of. So, yeah, I'm gonna take it off entirely, and not split the party. Hopefully.
Yeah, I was hoping.
So
Yeah.
off.
there is
Yeah.
one way that you can completely deactivate a internal headset.
Does it involve brain surgery?
It does.
We do not have our surgeon.
We also might not have time for that.
Do we take any precautions against your headset, your internal headset, becoming compromised? I'm not a tech guy, but
Can I make a preparedness check to have some kind of lead foil
To do what?
to wrap my head
Just your head?
in? Make a little hat. Let's
Sure. Make a preparedness roll. How many points do you want to spend?
I'm being facetious.
Okay.
I will take the precaution of powering it down, potentially. If what we're looking at is an overload, that might assist. Um, if we're looking at stuff turning things on, maybe keep an eye on me, and if things start getting kooky, get me out of there as quickly as possible.
So a couple of the scavengers come up to you and say, "You guys gonna see what happened to Streets? You gonna try and figure
Yeah.
that out?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
We want to come with."
I'm gonna let him know that judging, judging by the scene here, things can go very wrong, very shortly. I know that you are very competent people, but we are trained professionals and we are getting paid for this. We wouldn't want you to put yourselves in any danger, especially for free.
He kind of looks you up and down and says, you look like suit fruit to me.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
I
why don't
say
you?
more the merrier.
And why don't you take the lead? And I will show you what a suit fruit can do.
Sure thing. Looks around and
Are we wearing suits or are we just wearing rebreathers?
We're just wearing a mask.
no one else is. You
That's
are
fair.
being overly cautious.
Well,
From their point of view, at least.
we don't want to inhale people dust, so I'm keeping mine on.
Yeah, no, the masks are definitely on, but I don't think we're wearing suits unless we're here for more than.
I want to let these guys know that something hinky is going on. If you want to come, I can't stop you, but
Is at your own risk.
the second that you exhibit any signs that Streets did, I will not hesitate to put you down.
Are you threatening to murder people?
No, I am. I am
Just
going to subdue them
subdue.
if we are in danger.
Fair enough.
The term "put you down" tends to mean murder.
Yeah, like
There might be linguistic differences planet to planet. I will gently subdue you and put a pillow under your head so that you don't pose a threat to my crew.
Okay. So yeah, they all pile into a truck.
And I say that with respect.
By the way, they are all wearing headsets.
If they want to come with us,
Wait,
the
now
headsets
if they're coming along, they got to take those off.
they gotta go.
No, they refuse. Flat out refuse.
Go the fuck away, guy.
Tom, can you talk any sense to these guys?
He just shrugs and says, "What do you want me to do?"
I mean, put one and one together. We have something malicious going on with headsets. We're trying to get to the bottom of it. The sooner we can, the less people are going to be put in danger.
You haven't convinced me the headsets are the issue.
we can't rule it out until we get to the bottom of it. We can rule absolutely no X factors out. If you want to come, if you want to help your friend, you're taking those things off.
Before
So,
you're staying the fuck away from us.
so would a reassurance spend help convince the folks
I'll-
coming with us?
I'll intimidate.
Potentially.
Let's try reassurance before intimidation. So yeah, I'll spend 1 point of that
Okay.
and say like, listen, I totally get why you want those on all the time. I get it. But look, the ones on these two folks who came back into town wound up kind of messed up. We're not 100% sure that that's the source of the problem, but maybe whatever caused the problem also electrocuted their brains through their headsets, in addition to whatever is going on. So
You convince them. There's a lot of grumbling, but they do take them off.
At best, it costs just some money to replace it.
Some of the grumbling is things like, it's just bad operating procedure. End of story. Another one kind of looks at his headset and goes, "This headset saved my life more times than I can count."
Can I pull Arco to the side?
We'll save your
Yes.
life if you're coming with us.
Arco, can I pull you to the side and just ask quietly, away from everybody, if there's any way that you can quietly disable these without anyone knowing?
Oh no.
You would have to separate them from their headsets.
Yeah, I had a feeling that it would not be a thing one could do
And as
without physically
soon-
touching the headset.
And as soon as they put them on, they'll know.
Yeah, it's not.
How many are there?
About a dozen.
How many rounds do I have? Just kidding. Guys, what do we think?
I think so long
I
as
don't think
keep
they should
them
go
off,
on.
as long as they keep them off, that X factor is eliminated in my book.
Powwow. Let's get them to go back in the bar and just make. If they want to come with us, you can have water. Go back in the bar and just run. Let's ditch them.
Why?
Ditch them as best we can in our slow-moving vehicle.
Just catch back up.
I don't think we can stop them from following us.
Yeah.
That would be
they
a
know-
ground vehicle check.
Well, I can drive real good, but
I
I
can
still
do
think they'll just catch back
decently.
up.
Oh, you can lose them. They don't know where you're going.
They know this planet better than we do. They're volunteering to help. And we have convinced them to take their headsets off?
We have not.
Yeah, you have.
I just
We
did.
have. Excuse me.
It's two people. Right? You said?
A dozen.
A dozen people.
Yeah.
Dozen people. All right. I still see them as liabilities. I think we should lose them, but majority can rule.
Okay.
Let's not
Waste any more time?
Hey,
waste any more time.
they're coming. They're coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
They are clear that it's done entirely at their own risk.
And should we
Sure.
have some kind of marching order where they are not flanking us? There's at least one of us in the back.
You mean to
Gonna be
drive
vehicles.
to the museum?
We're starting out in trucks, and we're the ones who know where we're going, so we're going to be out in front either way.
Unless you want to pile into their truck with them.
No, I feel like
No.
there's chewing tobacco on the floorboards.
I think that might be the best thing that would be on the floorboards. They also might be a little bit sticky.
Do cars